Welcome everyone to this month's Chef's Table. My name is Trevor Ramiri. Today I am your host here today at Ortaliza Urban Farm here in Kingsville. And I have Karina here today to introduce us through some wonderful summer appetizers for our tables this summer.
Yeah, that's the idea. So we're going to be making together three very simple bruschetta recipes using amazing produce, bread and cheese, everything that we got from the downtown Windsor Farmers Market. One, it's a classic Italian bruschetta that we need bread, of course, some tomatoes. We got our tomatoes from Leslie from Our Farms Organics, of course, you all know her. And we're going to be using some basil on top of it. We're also going to be making a mushroom one. We got beautiful exotic mushrooms from the Mush Hub, our friends from the downtown Windsor Farmers Market as well. And we're gonna be topping it off with some mustard greens. The third one is gonna be made with some cheese. Everybody loves cheese, but we're twisting a little bit the recipe and using a vegan cheese from our friends, the Vegan Gardeners. I'm not a chef, I'm just a grower. I grow your microgreens, but I am a mom and I have to cook for myself and my family. And this is one of the things that we eat a lot, usually during summer, mostly during summer, because we don't feel like eating such heavy meals nowadays. So sometimes just having nice appetizers, nice bruschettas, and pairing it with a nice salad, that's enough for us.
How much time do you think it takes to put together a nice little dish like this?
Well, you definitely need some time to go to the market, which is also like a stroll, right? Like you go for a stroll, you go with your family or by yourself. But then after that, the only cooking that it was done so for us to make this recipe is sauteing the mushrooms. I don't even cut them. They're so, mushrooms are so amazing. We got here lion's mane, chestnuts, some oysters, and maitake, which is my favorite. Just do this. And there's not even cutting involved. Saute them for a few minutes until they're nice and golden like this. Maybe a little bit of salt, and that's it. Of course, for bruschetta, the base is bread. So I have two options today. The sea salt and herbs focaccia from I Don't Kettle Bread. Or I brought an option that is gluten-free as well, which is the garlic naan from Mary's Mindful Bakehouse. Let's start with the classic Italian. One tip that I have from my friend Rosa, once your bread is toasted, just get a clove of garlic and rub it in. This is easier than mincing your garlic, but I don't know the
like
chemistry.
A micrograte almost.
Yeah, but I don't know the chemistry, but it kind of adds more flavor. Olive oil, right? You can definitely use just a regular tomato, field tomato, but I'm gonna use grapes or cherry. Those are my favorite. Just have fun with your food. I know parents tell their kids not to play with their food, but I'm telling you to do so.
It's the best part of food.
It's the best part of food. It's play with your food. And then the classic Italian has some green basil on top. But again, play with your flavors and play with your herbs. We harvest today a basil Italian. Use the basil that you have, that you can find, or play with different basils. We grow 6 different types, so even from us, you can,
try a little bit of this.
Try a little bit of this or that. Moving on to the mushroom one, I just assembled 2, but again, this is the beauty of this dish. You can make as many servings as you want. Took a little bit of each of those beautiful mushrooms. There's 5 varieties there, and then saute them.
There's so much benefits in what we've got on the plate here today.
Yeah, and the diversity of the food, because it might look simple, but if you think about getting 5 different mushrooms, they all have different properties.
Yeah.
The greens, right? Each of these, even here on top of the table, we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 varieties of greens, right? With different nutrient profiles. So it's just an easy. It can't get any easier than this, any simpler than that. Here we're gonna use a mustard scarlet frills for the video or for the gram, to take my pictures to post on Instagram. But then once the picture is taken, I just, top it off more like in a generous size. I always, that's a question that I get asked a lot. How much? I always say at least 1 to 2 handfuls per meal.
Perfect.
That's kind of, because in our place we should have half of the plate being vegetable. And that is one beautiful thing about microgreens. They are leafy greens, but they're actually vegetables in a leafy green stage.
Exactly.
So you're getting your vegetable. Now we're gonna make the last one. I'm gonna use the garlic naan from Mary's. Get nice cheese on top.
Of course.
you know.
I'm very generous with the cheese too as well, right?
I'm very generous with everything.
Be.
This is an Asiago with rosemary, as you can see the rosemary.
One of my favorites from vegan
Beautiful,
gardeners.
right? Yeah, they have an amazing assortment of cheese as well. Usually people just forget about the greens when they're making a charcuterie board or appetizers.
Right.
And that's what I'm trying to encourage, is that you put your greens. So even if you want to have cheese and bread, just add some greens. This is our micro salad mix, and basically is 3 vegetable microgreens and a herb or specialty as a salad topper.
Perfect.
So at the farmers market, they can find every Saturday different combinations of salad mixes, or customers can actually order customized specific greens, and we're gonna make them. And we always harvest like this. You can definitely see, I don't know if you can see, but we harvest them separately, so you get to try them separately, individually, before you mix them all up. And then it's hard, so pay attention so you don't miss this step. Ta-da! Done.
What?
It might look just like a leafy green salad, but no, you are getting your vegetables here. I do want to mention Halo Hits as well.
Of course.
Also, you know, one of our vendor friends. I did pick the spicy red pepper.
Wonderful.
They have other amazing flavors, but this one I find very versatile.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
And especially at the classic Italian and the mushroom, I would definitely add some drops to it. One tip that I would give to especially busy family is having a lot of this pre-done, not only for this recipe, but this might be my lunch tomorrow, right? So I can put on pasta, put on top of a salad to go, put on a sandwich, right? Make a wrap. So if you have all of this, you can create, you know, dozens of recipes throughout the week for your whole family.
Thank you so much for your time and let us come in. It's so exciting to be able to connect with the farm, and maybe not the vision of farm that immediately comes to mind,
I know.
but having an urban farm right here in our community is phenomenal, and been excited. Thank you for hosting us today here on Chef's Table. Looking forward to seeing you next time.
Yeah, thank you, Trevor. Thank you, Downtown Farmers Market, and we'll see you there.